What it is Joker News here speaking. Let's jump right into it. We got some more juicy news. Tory Lanez hires lawyer who helped get Snoop Dogg acquitted on 1996 murder charge to oversee appeal. Yeah, so Tory Lanez is apparently switching up his legal team following last month's conviction and has hired the lawyer who helped get Snoop Dogg acquitted of murder in 1996 to oversee his appeal. The embattled rapper, who was recently found guilty on 3 charges related to the July 2020 shooting when Megan Thee Stallion hired attorney David Kinner, who famously represented Snoop Dogg during his own trial. Now, David Kinner replaces Tory Lanez's trial lawyer in leading the rapper's appeal efforts. Kinner formally replaces George Medizian as Tory Lanez's legal counsel. Now, Medizian was unsuccessful as Lanez's trial lawyer in the Canadians' assault and firearm case in California last month. Now, Kinner will lead the effort to get the conviction overturned through the appeals process. Now, the notable attorney has also previously represented former Death Row Records CEO Marion Suge Knight. Now, initial reports indicating that Kinner was involved in Knight's 2018 hit-and-run manslaughter case. However, it appears Kinner was not directly involved in Knight's no-contest plea in that situation. Now, Kinner, unhappy that so many hip-hop blogs are associated with Suge Knight, crime reporter Megan Kuniff tweeted that Kinner only represented Knight for a robbery case back in the 1990s, adding that he got him probation. Now, I just got off the phone with Tory Lanez's new lawyer, David Kinner, and it's clear to me that people need to stop assuming he represented Suge Knight in the case that put Suge in prison. He didn't. He represented him in a robbery case back in the 1990s and got him probation. Now, he tweeted to the crime reporter, Megan Kuniff, that Kuniff noted that Kinner is unhappy that, that this whole situation for him in the most recent case in which he pleaded, he pleaded guilty to the involuntary manslaughter, are associated with the Knight's hit-and-run case. Now, over a fatal hit-and-run at the Tams Burgers in Compton, Kuniff added, Kinner is unhappy that so many hip-hop blogs, etc., are saying he was when he actually wasn't. Now, Lanez hires notable hip-hop attorney who famously got Snoop Dogg off a murder charge in 1996. Kinner also famously represented then Death Row recording artist Snoop Dogg during his 1996 murder trial. Now, a jury in that case ultimately acquitted Snoop for the deadly 1993 shooting that left 20-year-old Philip Werleman dead. Now, Kuniff went on to tweet, Kinner confirmed to me that George Medizian is no longer representing Tory Lanez and that he's considering all options for the embattled rapper. Now, it's David Kinner all the way. Regarding post-conviction motions, he told me he's considering all options. He may discuss this a bit tomorrow in court, but the big stuff won't come until later. Now, as for Kinner, his association with the successful Snoop Dogg trial may work in his favor. Reputation-wise, however, his involvement in Suge Knight's vehicular manslaughter case stemming from the 2015 death of 55-year-old Terry Carter, Kinner is sensitive about being associated with Suge Knight case due to the 28-year prison sentence. Now, following the plea deal in that case, a California judge sentenced Knight to 28 years in prison. Now, Kuniff highlighted Kinner's concern over the association with such a high-profile losing case and added that it was attorney Matthew Fletcher who actually represented Knight and, brokered his plea deal. Now, more about the 2015 case. Kinner didn't represent Suge during the plea. That was Matthew Fletcher, given all the issues surrounding the case. And Fletcher, it's certainly understandable that Kinner is a little sensitive about being associated with it, posted Megan Kuniff on Twitter. Now, meanwhile, Lanez will look to appeal his conviction after being found guilty on 3 charges filed against him in relation to the Megan Thee Stallion shooting late last month. Now, the Shade Room reported at the time that, all this stuff going on at the moment. This is just some crazy news right here. And then we even got some more news with Snoop Dogg goes off on Anthony Davis and LA Lakers in a wild rant on Instagram. Rapper Snoop Dogg, a hardcore LA Lakers fan, went off on attorney Davis' injury struggles on Instagram. Davis was in the form of his life this season before he went down with a foot injury in December. It's been a reoccurring theme for the former New Orleans Pelicans, big since 2020 to 2021 season. Now, an Instagram post from Lake Show CP reposted a screenshot of a tweet that said LeBron James and AD are the best duo in the league. However, Snoop Dogg questioned the remarks in the post, saying, "How? When we never played together for 2 weeks healthy, I'm losing faith. AD needs to get his body tight like LeBron. I'm tired of seeing him on the bench in street clothes. Yeah, I said it. What are we doing?" And so Anthony Davis' injury struggles have contributed greatly to the LA Lakers' failure to win a single playoff series since their championship win in 2020. Now, naysayers have even suggested that the Lakers to move AD, as his health and absence have had a massive impact on the team's failures. Now, the LA Lakers were 12-16 this year, and when AD went down with an injury, they were 19-23. The team's defense has struggled. If Davis would have been available, the Lakers could have had a better record. And the numbers prove that Anthony Davis' absence has cost the LA Lakers dearly. The Lakers have figured out their offense in this absence, but they have been miserable on the other end of the floor. LA were 12th in the defensive ratings until AD's injury, December 16th. Since then, they have slipped 12 places to rank 24th. Thomas Bryant and William Gabriel have emerged as reliable backup bigs, but they don't compare to AD's two-way ability. Davis's size helps him protect the rim better. His defensive IQ is also better than anyone else on the roster. The team is without an anchor in this absence. And now Davis has averaged 2.1 blocks per contest. Now, the next best player in that category is Patrick Beverley, who blocks 0.6 shots per game. Now, the Lakers seem to have figured out a lot of their woes, but interior defense and AD's absence and three-point shooting continues to be a problem for LA. Now, this is all some recent news right here, guys. I'm going to keep you updates with some more news of, Snoop and Tory Lanez and all these other people. But hey, hit that like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Later.